Today we are going to discuss about the Raoult's law. In solution chapter, next topic is Raoult's law. Raoult's law. So, according to Raoult's law, partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid. Partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid is called as a Raoult's law. At a given temperature, partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid is called Raoult's law. If we remove the proportionality, we will get the constant P naught into mole fraction. This is called Raoult's law equation. P is partial pressure, P naught Raoult's law constant. This is the mole fraction. What is Raoult's law? At a given temperature, partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid is called as a Raoult's law. Raoult's law is the special case of Henry's law. Raoult's law is the special case of Henry's law. So now, what is the difference between the Raoult's law and Henry's law? Raoult's law explains the miscibility, otherwise solubility of two different liquids. Raoult's law explains the miscibility, otherwise solubility of two different liquids. Whereas Henry's law, it will be explain the solubility of gas in liquid system. Both Raoult's law and Henry's law will explain the solubility. But difference is the Henry's law explains the solubility of gas in liquid system, but Raoult's law explains the solubility, otherwise miscibility of liquid in liquid system. Means, so when we dissolve any gas in the water, so how much it is soluble, how it is soluble, that will be explained the Henry's law. Next to Raoult's law. Raoult's law, it will be explain the solubility or miscibility of liquid in liquid. Means when we are mixing the ethyl alcohol and water. So whether ethyl alcohol and water, whether it is soluble or insoluble, miscible or immiscible, that condition explained by the Raoult's law. So that's why Raoult's law is the special case of Henry's law. What is the definition of Raoult's law? At given temperature, partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid is called as a Raoult's law. So if you consider the two different liquids, so that is a Raoult's law equation, total pressure, solution vapor pressure, P total is equal to P naught A plus, so P naught A minus P naught B into mole fraction of B. This is also Raoult's law equation. When we are mixing the two liquids, the mixture of liquids total vapor pressure, the mixture of liquids total vapor pressure, we can calculate the equation, that is the P total is equal to P naught A plus P naught B into P naught A. This is the, so P total is equal to P naught A plus P naught B minus P naught A into mole fraction of B. What is that equation? Total vapor pressure of the liquid mixture, P total is equal to P naught A plus P naught B minus P naught A into mole fraction of B. So P naught A is the vapor pressure of pure liquid A. P naught A is the vapor pressure of pure liquid A. P naught B is the vapor pressure of pure liquid B. So next, this is the mole fraction of B. So based on that equation, we can calculate the total vapor pressure of the mixture. That is the Raoult's law. Clear? So what is the definition of Raoult's law? At a given temperature, partial pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to the mole fraction of the liquid is called as a Raoult's law. Next, now let me see the ideal solution. Ideal solution. So this definition is the very important. So they will ask you, define the ideal solution. What is that question? Define ideal solution. The solution which can follows Raoult's law at any condition. The solution which can follow Raoult's law at any condition, such solution is called ideal solution. जो सॉल्यूशन है राउल्स लॉ को कोई भी कंडीशन में, कोई भी टेम्परेचर होने दो, कोई भी प्रेशर होने दो, जो भी कंडीशन हम लोग मेंटेन करेगा वो वाला कंडीशन में राउल्स लॉ को फॉलो करने तो वो वाला सॉल्यूशन होता है आइडियल सॉल्यूशन. नाउ लेट मी सी द डेफिनेशन ऑफ आइडियल सॉल्यूशन. Solution which can follows Raoult's law at any condition, such solution is called as a ideal solution. But in nature there is no 100% ideal solution. In nature there is no 100% ideal solution. Certain liquids, certain mixture of solutions we are assuming like a ideal solution, like ideal gas. In 11th, that is the ideal gas topic was there. So ideal gas also there is no nature perfect ideal gas. Similar way in nature there is no 100% ideal solution. Certain conditions, certain mixture of liquids we are assuming like a ideal solution, like benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene, mixture of benzene and toluene we are assuming that is the ideal solution. So what is the definition? Solution which can follows Raoult's law at any condition, such solution is called ideal solution. But in nature there is no 100% ideal solution, but certain mixture of solution we are assuming like a ideal solution. For example, benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene, that is the ideal solution. Clear? Next, for ideal solution, that structure of both liquids should be almost same. Means if two different liquids, when we are mixing the two different liquids, structure and polarity both are almost similar, then we can say that is the ideal solution. When we are mixing the two different liquids, that such liquids structure and polarity are almost similar, then we can say ideal solution. So mixture of that liquids structure polarity similar means if you take the benzene and toluene, so benzene and toluene both are the aromatic compound, means cyclic ring compounds. So both are the almost similar structure. That's why both we are considering like a ideal solution. So both conditions, the difference is the one CH3 group is different. So that's why we are considering like a ideal solution. So that is the ideal solution. Now let me see the difference between the ideal solution and non-ideal solution. Ideal solution. Next one is the non-ideal solution. Difference between the ideal solution, non-ideal solution. First one is the solution which can follows Raoult's law at any condition, such solution is called ideal solution. Next to non-ideal solution, the solution which does not follows Raoult's law, such solution is called as a non-ideal solution. Solution which does not follows Raoult's law, such solution is called as a non-ideal solution. Next to second one is the delta H mixture of solution is equal to 0. Then we can say ideal solution. Means when we are mixing the two liquids, during the formation of solution, that condition there is no release of energy, gain of energy. Means it should not be endothermic or exothermic. The change in heat energy remains constant, then we can say that is the ideal solution. Delta H mixture of solution is equal to 0. Got it? When we are mixing the two liquids, it can form the solution. During the formation of solution, it should not be endothermic or exothermic. The change in heat energy remains constant, means delta H mixture is equal to 0, then we can say ideal solution. For non-ideal condition, delta H mixture is not equal to 0. Means during the formation of solution, it may be endothermic or exothermic. Means maybe if it is heat energy, it can absorb or release. If it is heat energy releasing or absorbing, then we can say delta H mixture not equal to 0, then that is called as a non-ideal solution. Next, third point is the delta V mixture of solution is equal to 0. Means during the formation of solution, the solution should not be expansion or compression. Means when we are mixing the two liquids, one liquid is a 5 ml, another liquid is a 5 ml. After mixing that, then if you are getting the 10 ml, means during the formation of solution, it should not be expansion or compression. Means that change in volume remains constant, then we can say that is the ideal solution. If the delta V mixture of solution is 0, then we can say ideal solution. If you take they will ask you A and B two liquids are there. A liquid is 5 ml, B liquid also 5 ml. After mixing, the solution volume becomes 10 ml. So find the nature of liquid, correct? Liquid. Like that they will ask you question. So then we consider that is the ideal solution. Means during the formation of solution condition, so there is no expansion or compression. So there the intermolecular force are almost same. Then we consider there is a delta V mixture is equal to 0. That's why there is the ideal solution. Next one, non-ideal solution condition. Delta V mixture not equal to 0 means during the formation of the liquid, solution may be expansion or compression, then we consider that is a non-ideal solution. Delta V mixture not equal to 0, then we consider non-ideal solution. So that is nothing but if you take the A and B two liquids, A liquid is a 5 ml, B liquid also 5 ml. When we are mixing, that mixture of solution may be 11 ml. Means 1 ml of solution is increased. So that is nothing but volume of the solution increased. So delta V mixture greater than 0. So that is not equal to 0. That condition may we can say non-ideal solution. Otherwise, when we are mixing the two liquids, one is a 5 ml, another one is a also 5 ml, the solution volume becomes 9 ml, means 1 ml, so reduced. So that condition also we can say non-ideal solution. Means when we are mixing the two liquids, the solution, if the mixture of solution volume if it will be changes, then we can say non-ideal solution. If there is no changes, then we can say ideal solution. Next one is the intermolecular forces. The intermolecular forces AA and BB. The intermolecular forces AA and BB are equal to the AB. The intermolecular forces AA and BB, that is equal to the AB, then we can say ideal solution. Means if you take the one liquid A, we are assuming another liquid B, the pure liquids intermolecular forces are also equal to the mixture intermolecular forces. Then we can say ideal solution. Next to non-ideal solution, AA and BB are not equal to AB. AA and BB are not equal to AB, then we can say non-ideal solution. Maybe if it is intermolecular forces changes, then we can say non-ideal solution. Next, if you see the example, ideal solution example, benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene, that is one example for ideal solution. Another example for ideal solution, N-hexane and N-heptane. N-hexane and N-heptane. So that is two are the ideal solution. बहुत सारे एग्जांपल रहेगा, मिनिमम 2 एग्जांपल्स याद रखना तभी बस है. Next, non-ideal solution. One example is the C2H5OH, ethanol and H2O, ethyl alcohol and water. Ethyl alcohol, water. One example for non-ideal solution. Second example for the non-ideal solution. Second example, chloroform, CHCl3 and acetone. Chloroform and acetone, another example for the non-ideal solution. So ideal solution example, benzene and toluene one example, another example N-hexane and N-heptane, also ideal solution. Why N-hexane and N-heptane are the ideal solution? Both hexane and heptane, both are the aliphatic compounds, straight chain compounds, structure is almost similar, only difference is the one carbon, that's why that is the ideal solution. Means the structure and polarity should be similar, ideal solution condition. Non-ideal solution condition, chloroform and acetone. Chloroform and acetone, ethyl alcohol and water. That is a non-ideal solution. Because ethyl alcohol and water both structure are different, polarity are different, so that's why that is a non-ideal solution. If the structure and polarity are similar, ideal solution. If the structure and polarity are dissimilar, then we can say non-ideal solution. Another example also, chloroform and acetone is another example for non-ideal solution. What is the difference between the ideal solution, non-ideal solution? They will ask you, give the difference between the ideal solution and non-ideal solution. First point is the solution which can follows Raoult's law at any condition, such solution is called ideal solution. Solution which does not follows Raoult's law, such solution is called non-ideal solution. Next to the mixture of solution. During the formation of solution, the heat energy, change in heat energy remains constant, means it should not be endothermic or exothermic. Delta H mixture is equal to 0, that is the ideal solution. It may be endothermic or exothermic, change in heat energy takes place, delta H mixture not equal to 0, that is a non-ideal solution. Next, if change in volume, that change in volume delta V mixture is equal to 0, then we can say that is ideal solution. Delta V mixture not equal to 0, then we can say non-ideal solution. Next, intermolecular forces AA and BB are equal to the AB. The intermolecular forces AA and BB not equal to AB, then we can say non-ideal solution. So if you remember the example, at least 2 examples you have to remember for the ideal solution, non-ideal solution. Clear? First one is the Raoult's law, next to ideal solution, next to difference between the ideal solution, non-ideal solution.